Hey there, my name is Przemek and I have another retro review for you. Actually, I was supposed to make a regular video about some new stuff, but lately I was kind of busy with some other activities. But I think next week or so I'll get back to reviewing fresh stuff. In the meantime, Herbst9 versus Zev through Bleak Landscapes. I always consider this collaboration as quite unusual. After all, Zev, the legendary experimental percussionist, whose real name was Stefan Joel Weiser, and who unfortunately passed away in 2017. Yeah, he often collaborated with other musicians, but most of the times they were classic industrial, experimental, or even noise artists like Merzbow, Genesis P. Orich, K.K. Null, or Stefan, sorry, Stefan O'Malley. And I don't recall any music made with a typically dark ambient project. Actually, I was quite certain back in the day that at some point he made some music with Lastmort, but it seems it's just my imagination. That's why I think True Bleak Landscapes is pretty unique, as Herbst9 is the project coming from Leipzig, Germany, is dark ambient to the core. One of my favorite projects, by the way. Especially the albums Buried Under Time and Sand and Jumga Kalama are particularly close to my heart. But I think in general, throughout 20 years of their creative activity, they didn't make a single bad or even mediocre release. From A Dark Chasm Below to this last split release with Atrium Carcery from 2018, I think. Actually, when I first heard about this collaboration, I was pretty excited. I mean, although those two artists working together seemed unusual, as I said before, I had the clear image in my mind what would be the effect of such a creative alliance, and that implementing the live percussions, gongs, some found pieces of metal or other self-made instruments would bring another life to the sounds generated by the German duo. I bought it, I put it in my CD player, and yes, it was exactly what I expected. And the lack of element of surprise, well, maybe there was one small surprise. It wasn't a problem to me at all. I remember I wrote a review of this album in 2007 or 2008 for the now defunct Apostasia magazine, and saying that it was enthusiastic is like saying nothing. Released by Loki Foundation. As you can see, this is the booklet. Not very original, to be honest. Just some. Oh, this one's nice. Not the most original graphic design, just some photos of old fabrics or some other abandoned industrial facilities. You should listen to this album very loud, so loud that your ears hurt. The thing that surprised me, or the thing that I mentioned before, it was a little surprised, but was the fact that Herbst9 gave up that Orient ritual feeling, which has always been present in their music. The drones and some of the ornamentations, especially that specific voice treatments, sounds very Herbst9ish, but forget about the obscure rituals for the old gods or the ancient Middle East esotericism. This is purely dark industrial ambient symphony. Dark industrial ambient symphony with some absolutely thrilling moments, like two highlights, the Machine and Cult compositions, which were number 3, Reinvigorated, and number 9, Enshrinement. And this is Machine and Cult part 1 and part 2. Those compositions were the Zev's frenetic beats, combined with Herbst9 soundscapes, made me feel almost ecstatic. Not all the tracks were equally energetic or even wild. Some of them were calmer, where that drumming wasn't the dominating factor. But the overall dynamics of True Bleak Landscapes made boredom out of the question. There was this atavistic tension in this music, because even though True Bleak Landscapes concept was definitely industrial oriented, the undeniable primal element was present in almost all of the 10 tracks. While listening to these most frenetic parts of the album, I can just sit or lay down. I need to walk around the room, bang the walls and all. When I think of it now, in the end, there is a ritualistic aspect hidden in these sounds, but it is the kind of ritual where you worship, I would say, a scrap metal or rust elemental. By the way, it has to be mentioned that all compositions were written by Herbst9, while Zev provided the additional material. At least it's what the booklet says. So I suppose the Germans just provided the finished tracks to Zev, and he just added the percussions to make all this thing complete. That was another confirmation of Loki Foundation's great taste in music. The previous catalog number, 44, this one is 45. 44 was Circular Perfect debut, the German Circular, not the Norwegian one. It was called Shaping the Unknown. And the next was the second installment of Incendium sampler. But right after that we had 47, and it was Antler Swarm of Withered Sparks, another CD which I was torturing in my CD player for months. I suppose this is not the last time when Loki Foundation is present here on my channel, but I don't think it's a surprise for anyone. Okay, that would be it. Thanks for watching. Click like and subscribe to the channel if you like, and see you soon.